Hello, my name is Dale Wilhite. I live at the French Climber, Mountain Village, Colorado. If you want to find out anything about me, you can do so on MySpace, where I have a page. This here is called the American Hitchhiking Card. It's a card design, if it became a reality, that would make it safer for motorists to pick up hitchhikers. A hitchhiker would have to show this card when a motorist pulls over, possibly. The first thing the motorist would expect from a hitchhiker with a card like this is to show the card, and maybe it might be through the window or whatever, and the motorist can then determine whether they want to pick this person up. Hopefully they'll have the door locked, where the hitchhiker, if it's a fraud, can't get in right away. That's why I still think it's best to pick up people that you know, rather than picking up people you don't know along the highway, because it can cost you your life if you pick up a bad person. Anyhow, but the way it works is that the hitchhiking card would be issued from the sheriff's department or from the local police department to people who apply for it, and it would cost them $10, who are going to be hitchhiking on a regular basis. The sheriff's department or police department will run a background check on them, fingerprint them, take their photo, and they just issue this almost like a driver's license. That's the kind of card they would have with them. Give their address, states whether they're working or not. Because there are a lot of people in this country that have to hitchhike back and forth to get to work. Sometimes they're able to get to work, but they can't get to go shopping, or they just live too far away and have to walk to get to town. I've had to do that before in Hawaii and in Vegas before. I didn't have a car, and so I just had to hitchhike sometimes. But I had a job, and I had no criminal background check, and it was safe, or I was safe. And a lot of times I get rides with people who knew me. At nighttime, unless somebody knew me, I never could get a ride, and which is understandable. So that's the risk you take when you hitchhike. But the card would make it a little bit safer for motorists to pick up hitchhikers. And some of these motorists must say, okay, if this person doesn't have a card like that, I'm not going to pick them up. Again, there's no guarantees, but it would make it easier for people who are law-abiding citizens who just want to get from one place to the next, who are willing to take the time and spend $10 maybe to go get the card, to get a ride, especially at night. Again, I'll say there's no guarantees. Just because the person has a card doesn't mean that necessarily, it's necessarily safe. But it gives the motorist an opportunity to know the name of the person they're picking up, and that they have been cleared by the sheriff's department and the police department. And of course, if a person doesn't come up clean, or sheriff's department or police department decides they don't want to issue this person a card for whatever reason, then obviously they don't have to. But I still think that the card would make hitchhiking for some people and for some motorists a lot better, a lot safer, and it would help some hitchhikers who have a hard time getting rides get a ride. It's as simple as that. It's just a simple idea. It's no guarantee it's going to work all the way through, but it will help some. Anything, any little bit is something. And again, I've hitchhiked before, and I'm sure a lot of people that may see this video have hitchhiked before. And we've seen a lot of hitchhikers in a lifetime, and a lot of times I won't pick them up if I don't know them. And even if they have a card, I'm not always going to pick them up then, but some people might. You see, because I still think the best policy is to pick up someone you know. In most cases. But picking up people you don't know can be kind of dangerous sometimes. But also, you have to remember that some hitchhikers get taken advantage of, robbed. If it's a girl, sometimes they get raped and murdered. So, that's another thing about hitchhiking, that there's just a lot of danger involved in it. I'm just trying to make it a little bit safer for the motorist, and maybe just a little bit safer for the hitchhiker. That's all it is. It's a very simple concept that I think has some merit and would be helpful to some people. Thank you for your time.